Thank you, Steve and Fadi, and good morning to everyone. The ICANN Multistakeholder Ethos Award Program was created in 2014 to recognize those ICANN participants who deeply invested in the consensus-based solutions and the importance of ICANN's multi-stakeholder model to Internet governance. Because the multi-stakeholder model brings together competing and special interests to work toward a joint goal, it also brings spirited discussions and debate on a range of issues. Because of the presence of so many different opinions and interests within the ICANN policy-making structure, courtesy and cooperation are key to its success. In preparing for the 2015 award, nominations were open to the community last December and lasted for a period of 3 months. At the close of that period, a community evaluation panel consisting of members named by the ICANN supporting organizations and advisory councils convened to discuss the nominees and determine if any of them qualified for receiving the award this year. I would like to give the members of that panel an opportunity to join me on stage. Alan Greenberg from At Large, Olivier Crepin-LeBlanc from At Large, Young-Un Lee from the CCNSO, Celia Lehrman-Friedman from the CCNSO, Alice Munya from the GAC, Alessandra Erasmu from GAC, Volker Greiman from the GNSO, David Cake from the GNSO, Lyman Chapin from SAC, and Robert Guerra from SAC. The selection panel evaluated nominations sent from the community and carefully deliberated each candidate against the criterion. At the conclusion of their deliberations, the selection panel has determined that 2 ICANN community participants would merit the selection for this year's Multi-Stakeholder Ethos Award. I would like to take this opportunity to thank the selection panel for their work and dedication throughout this year and in the selection process, and I now turn the microphone over to Alan Greenberg to announce the award. Alan?
Thank you very much, David. As David mentioned, we selected 2 people this year, which wasn't something that we were originally planning, but it worked out that way. Both recipients were selected by the evaluation panel in recognition of their very different roles as key players in the ICANN community, with diverse backgrounds, geographic, and community impacts. The panel decided to recognize 2 award recipients this year because we felt that both selectees met the award criteria in such distinctive ways that they should both be recognized as examples to set for others. The 2 recipients were selected from among 16 nominees, and we believe are the ones who best demonstrate the spirit of consensus, of collaboration with other community members, of consensus building, while proving their dedication to the ICANN multi-stakeholder model through their participation over very many years. This year's selectees have contributed to the ICANN community in different ways, not only through one group or constituency, and are therefore well known beyond any single part of ICANN. They are consensus-driven people, and they are committed, and I think you'll see that as we go ahead. I'm pleased to announce that the first winner is Cheryl Langdon-Orr. Cheryl is currently the Associate Chair of the NomCom, was the Chair of the 2014 Nominating Committee. She served as the Chair of the At-Large Advisory Committee, as the ALAC Liaison to the GNSO and CCNSO, and she served in numerous, and numerous doesn't quite describe it, GNSO, CCNSO, and at-large and cross-community working groups. Cheryl's commitment in time and energy would be just amazing under any conditions. The fact that she lives in Australia and routinely spends hours on teleconferences in the middle of the night, routinely all of her night, we don't quite know when she sleeps, simply puts all of us to shame. A couple of weeks ago, she was on a call and had to mute it because there was too much background noise. She was in the delivery room where her daughter-in-law was giving birth. And she just had to go on mute for a few minutes, but she didn't leave the call. I give you Cheryl Langenauer.
Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, and I might say compatriots, collaborators and friends, I was terrified when Alan started to do the I had to go on mute story because I was a little worried as to where he was heading with that. But yes, it's true, and I did put it out on social network. There's me meeting my brand new baby Thea, granddaughter, with the earbud in the ear, and I have my Adobe Connect room running in my pocket. So it is possible. There's no excuse to not be fully engaged in the policy development and work of ICANN. I've been volunteering in one way or another at a high level, at a highly engaged level, since 1969 for various non-government organisations and not-for-profits. For the last 15-ish years, I've dedicated a reasonable amount of my time, spare time by the way, to ICANN. And this is one of the most rewarding experiences I have had. The pleasure, the joy, the thrust and parry sometimes that I get as a volunteer, and I know so many of you get as a volunteer, working with these wonderful people to the right and left of you, is just represented in a very small way by this award. So as I receive this, and I humbly receive this with great appreciation, I take this as a huge honour, I'd like each and every one of your volunteer people, look to your left, look to your right, take this as your award as well, because without this collaboration, without building consensus in a bottom-up way, we don't function in a multi-stakeholder model. Thank you one and all. In particular, thank you very much to the panel for even thinking of me.
Yes.
It's heavy. Yep. Thank you so much. Thanks, Dave. I think I need to leave this for someone.
Yeah, we can get it done for you.
Congratulations.
I'm equally pleased to announce that the second award is going to Nee Quaynor. Nee has been recognized by the panel for his historical and current participation in ICANN, being a former member of the board of directors from 2000 to 2003, a key player in the 2003 evolution and reform process, a member and leader of many working groups, and most recently the strategic panel on ICANN's public responsibility and the ongoing Global Commission on Internet Governance. Guy was instrumental in establishing AFRINIC and AFNOG, and today continues to serve the stakeholders of the African Internet community. Nee is rightfully often referred to as the father of the Internet in Africa. I've known Nee for about 20, well, I was going to say about 20 years, but I checked, and it's actually exactly 20 years last Thursday. His dedication to establishing the Internet in his home of Ghana and throughout Africa, at many times resulting in significant personal sacrifice, makes me proud to call him a friend. Bring you me.
Thank you very much. I'd just like to make a few comments as such. To me, this is a testimony that ICANN, in its own way, is international and open. Someone from the developing world can contribute and be recognized by his peers in ICANN. Evidently, the grassroots work at the edge is far from being completed. We would wish to keep ICANN open for the benefit of the next billions yet to be connected to the Internet. Thanks to the Ethos selection panel for recognizing my contributions. Thanks also to my colleagues who graciously presented my nomination. Thanks to the community and to ICANN, the chairman and CEO, for this honor. Africa thanks you all. Thank you very much.